Okay, so this episode of What Is, I guess, we're going to be talking about what is MIDI. So, MIDI stands for Musical Instrument Digital Interface, which is just a protocol that was developed actually really old. It was developed in the 1980s, so it's nothing new like USB or anything like that. But what it basically does is it has an electronic instrument. It allows it to communicate with other instruments or DAWs or anything like that. So it actually lets things communicate with each other. But basically, it doesn't make the sound itself, like the MIDI. It actually just sends the instructions on how it wants you to play, like things like your note, your pitch bend, note on, note off, anything really that the DAW or the instrument needs to know to play a sound. So it doesn't actually send the sound from like a synth, for example. It's not going to send that synth sound to your DAW. It's just going to send the instructions that the synth made to the DAW, and the DAW will use whatever sound you set it to use. Do that. So what is note on and note off? Note on is just a message that is going to consist of your note and your velocity. The note describes the pitch of the key, and the value is going to be between 0 and 127. So for example, note of 60 would be middle C or C4. Velocity is just the gain pretty much. It's also between 0 and 127. So the gain is if the gain is higher, then obviously the volume is going to be louder. So that's all it is. It's pretty simple. And then note off is just a message that's going to tell the MIDI note where to end. So if you have multiple keys playing at once, the end is just going to be the end of it, and it's not going to stop your entire MIDI signal when one note ends. It's going to stop that one note and then continue with the rest of the notes until those notes end. So yeah, that's pretty much the simplicity of MIDI. It's not too hard. Hope you guys enjoyed this short video. A lot shorter than my compressor video, but I think it's kind of useful to know. So yeah, thanks for watching. If you want to know anything else, leave suggestions in the comments below.